What's up, crew? Welcome to another episode of Project News, a weekly dive into cars, because what else is there to talk about? This week we have a grid of car-related news and a couple of shoutouts, so shift into first gear, drop the clutch, and let's get started. First, I think we should talk about the news around tires. California just approved new tire regulations, and this is the one you're going to hear about everywhere over the next few years. The California Energy Commission signed off on rules requiring replacement tires sold in the state to hit minimum rolling resistance and wet grip standards. Basically, the tires you buy to replace your OEM set have to perform close to what came on the car new. It phases in over two stages, starting in January 2028 and the second tier in 2031. For enthusiasts, the headline is this: it only affects what retailers can sell, not what you can run on your car. So that's good news. California is first, but tire specs tend to go national once one state sets the bar. So this is worth watching. What are your thoughts on this? Depending on where you look online, it definitely seems like it's a lot of opinions and a lot of knee-jerk reactions. I haven't dove too deep into it, so it definitely seems like there's some like, God dang it, California, not again, but also seems like there's enough exemptions and time for this to sort of work itself out. But let's face it, tires don't always make the car. It's really the wheels that make the car. So unless this affects the aftermarket wheels you can put on your car, this might be a non-issue for most people. Next, let's dive into round 6 of Formula Drift. Round 6 in Seattle just went down this weekend, and it was definitely less dramatic than last weekend. No one was sending their car after a huge bank into a wall, and most people got through the bracket without too much damage. This weekend seemed to bring a lot of great competition, as well as some really solid runs. It seems like this season is throwing a lot of wrenches at a lot of these really great drivers that in the past have been back-to-back winners. James Deane being absolutely no exception. If you didn't get a chance to catch it this weekend, James Deane fell out pretty early. Now, he was still top 16. He was faced up against Matt Field, which is, those two are typically at the top of the competition every single season. So it was kind of crazy to see their names together in the bracket, and you knew one of them was going to be very upset after that. And what do you know? James Deane is the not so proud recipient of that loss.
Gets one vote. Matt Field takes down James the Machine Deane.
A second upset, in my opinion, which is someone that I follow whenever I'm watching, Adam Elzey, of course. I follow him on YouTube and I watch just about all of his videos. It was pretty wild to see him and Brandon Sorensen go up against each other and have nearly perfect runs and almost identical in how they went. And it was up to the judges to give them the finest level of scrutiny to give Brandon Sorensen the win. When I watched it, I thought for sure they're going to do one more time, because I honestly, with my own eyes, could not decide who had a better run. On the podium this weekend, you've got Brandon Sorensen at third, and then in second place, you've got Prjct.Garage, and in first place, you've got Connor Shanahan. Congrats to the top 3, and I'm really looking forward to Las Vegas. I kind of want to try to make a last-minute decision and go. Probably not going to happen this year, but I'm excited to see. Vegas is one of my favorite places, and to see it with one of my favorite events is going to be interesting. I'm sure it's how people felt when F1 made it to Vegas. Obviously not the people who were really pissed off that F1 went to Vegas, so I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who are like, damn it, another racing event is going to be in the streets of Vegas, but we'll see. Where's the track layout? Okay, so it is at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, so it's not going to be like F1 where they try to take over the streets, which would have been absolutely badass, kind of like a Long Beach style thing, but it's at the actual speedway, so there's that. Last thing we're going to talk about is something a little bit more personal. The channel is experiencing a downtick in subscribers. I suspect it is the main culprit to the giveaway sort of snafu, where I made the announcement that we were just 17 away, and then all of a sudden there was a flood of not just subscribers, but really bot-ish comments, watching, just paying attention here, keep posting, nothing to do with cars. So if that's who's unsubscribing, I'm actually for it, because it will help us stay true to what this channel is, which is for car people, made by car people, doing car stuff. It looks like it was a slow bleed last night and it kind of stopped. So I don't know if only 20 of the accounts were duplicate accounts. I guess time will tell. With that said, it's a great time to subscribe. If you're new here and you've never seen me before, you've never seen this incredible face. We make car content here. I have my Evo 9 behind me that we're working on, and actually this week I plan to get this bad boy in there. The head gasket and the turbo gasket, as well as titanium hardware, should be delivered tomorrow. And if that is the case, it will be installed by Wednesday or Thursday. and hopefully uploaded by Friday. So stay tuned for that. And the last thing that I want to do is a quick rapid fire shout outs for some YouTube videos that I watched over the week. This segment I'd like to build into something where I am shouting out content that I saw over the week that was either really interesting, really cool, or something that deserves way more attention. Obviously, I don't have a huge audience to bring attention to smaller creators, but it is definitely an effort I'd love to see more often in the YouTube community. With that said, this week I don't have anything other than Donut, Jimmy Oaks, and Adam Elzey. So first up we have Donut, which this one I didn't watch the entire video, but to be completely honest, I don't need to watch the entire video because the premise of it is just so hilariously ridiculous and awesome all at the same time. The end of the video is where the money truly is, and that's when they do the reveal of this insane miniature. So seeing something like this, something that I literally probably could not sit in and enjoy, is just so cool. Like it is to, not even to scale. It's like something crunched a Skyline R34 into place. Next up, we've got Jimmy Oaks. This shout out is more like a congrats. He had a really good weekend at I guess a grassroots, or was a pro spec. I think it was pro spec. It was a level of competition that Jimmy Oaks has been working towards for a very long time. Like they've been building this pro car for a pretty long time. I think he was trying to go for pro and maybe didn't get that license, but then got to pro spec. Correct me if I'm wrong if you follow Jimmy as well. I follow him enough to know most of his builds and know that this one's been a long time coming. So to see and hear about his competition going so well, not really based on the visuals here of broken wheels and lots of bad body parts. But, and then lastly, you got Adam Elzey before the Seattle weekend in Seattle with the car at Shoutouts. I think that is either HQ or one of the main places, but it was a fun video to watch because I always love the dive into the pro cars. Since I'm building my own E36 drift build, not at pro spec, but I definitely have aspirations to do things at that level because it just looks clean. It's always fun to see a pro level driver just break apart their car and show all the inner workings, or most of them at least. So they're obviously at this really awesome place where they're checking out these cool cars that have the Shoutouts Garage. But yeah. And then is this at Seattle? I think they ended up at the track, so at the end of the video. Not that Adam Elzey, Jimmy Oaks, or Donut need a shout out. I just want to dive into some of the cool things that I saw over the week in case you missed it. So that's what we have for you today in this weekly Tooge of car-related news. Hope you enjoyed it. If there was a specific story that you liked, share it with a friend. And if there's something that I missed that you wish you had seen over the week, let me know down in the comments and I'll cover it next week. And if you don't mind this face, hit that like button, please. It helps the channel. But if you're new, consider joining the crew. That just means subscribe. And if you're not new, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are the ways that help grow the crew. And until the next one, I'll see you later, crew. Go spend some money on your money pit. It's good for the soul.
Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed.